Hey there, it's Jeremy with the Level Designer, and I just got done making my first video for Blocktober, which is October 3rd and 9th. So I'm gonna try to make videos and try to upload them every day, but there might be some days where I make a few videos, in one day. So um, I'll try to keep on things. But yeah, I just want to try to make sure that I can get this process kind of going smoothly, and I might not be available every single day, so I'm going to try to make videos in advance when I can. Um, but yeah, we just got done with the first kind of day for Blocktober, so right now would be the second day for it, and yeah, this week I'm working with Unity, and I'm building a open world level with kind of the theme of Viking zombies in mind. So, kind of to start out, we were building this kind of nice little area for the terrain, and I'm really liking how this is turning out. There are a few things that I want to kind of play around with and fix, so that is something that I definitely want to try to accomplish kind of at the very start. So, kind of the first thing that I want to try to accomplish is I really want to smooth this area out. It's not really good indication that this is a set path. So what I'm gonna do is I kind of have this kind of right here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try to click that to make it a little bit more smoothed out. And again, it's kind of hard to see, but what we could do is we could definitely, go with this. Maybe even have it go out a little bit like that too, maybe. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to smooth height, and I'm gonna make this a bit smaller. I'm gonna try to just smooth out this area and really make this really stand out more. And really just try to smooth this area. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that's going to be much better. And another thing that I want to do is I want to go back to the paint texture panel right here, and I'll try to bring this out. So right now I have dirt and rock. I'm gonna try to add in another layer, and I'm gonna do some moss. I want to add some moss here. Scree. I don't know what scree is, but sure. I'll try to work with these a bit as far as painting goes. Again, I want to kind of work with like maybe some patches here and there. This scree is kind of, I don't know if this is supposed to be like more of a ground texture. I don't really know. I'm gonna change this to 10 though and see what that does. Or 50 maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to just get a good sense of, how big this should be. So maybe 20. Maybe 20 will be good. I'm even gonna change this to maybe this and just kind of put some patches here and there. I just want to make the environment, kind of have a few different layers on it. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna have moss, and again, I'm gonna zoom out here and see what. Okay, so that definitely is gonna be pretty big. So let's zoom in and see, you know, like what this is gonna look like. So when I go to 3, that looks kind of good. So again, I'm just gonna kind of fill in what I can. I just want things to look kind of more blended together. So if I can have like some moss, that'd be really great. I don't know. I might even put in a little bit of rock in here and just really just blend in some texture in here. And again, we can go back into play mode and take a look at things. And oh yeah, I think this is looking really, really good. Again, I want to add a little bit more rock to this. There we go. I just want to really just highlight some of these areas where there should be more jagginess to it. Again, and I want to smooth out this a bit. I just don't like how that looks. So yeah, I think that's actually really, really good. And what we could do is we can actually paint out a more kind of defined path. So if we go to paint texture, we can actually go to the scree here, and we can actually go right here, and we can bring down the size. And what we could do is we can kind of paint more discreetly a path. And of course, we can add, you know, patches here and there of different stuff. This might actually be a bit big. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna go all the way back. Or try to kind of do this again. So I'm just kind of boop. So I am going to make this even smaller and just make just a path. Something that, you know, a player can easily follow. Again, I might make this smaller. I go 2 by 2. Yeah, that looks more better, I think so. So we'll kind of add in a small little path. Make it to where, you know, you could clearly tell where, you know, things are going. I'm not even a huge fan of these rocks a bit. These textures. I just think that they... Actually, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring this back up, and I'm gonna kind of hide some of these rock textures, but I'm probably gonna add in a little bit of rock points in here anyway. So I'm gonna go back into here. Gonna go here, maybe, yeah. And then I'm gonna really make these smaller, and I'm just gonna add in just some areas where there might be some I'm just gonna bring out the size here. Oh, bring out the size, really make the strength lower, and just kind of... Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the paint texture, and I'm going to add in some of these rocks. Make it look a bit more cleaner. Add in some dirt here and there. Don't like how that turned out. There's some scree, I guess. I don't know. So I'm gonna go back into this and just make like kind of a... I did make kind of a road, and it's kind of predetermined. So I think with that we're getting to a point where it's starting to look pretty good. Might kind of add in a little bit more here texture to kind of give the illusion that there's a set path here. But it's looking a bit kind of like, hey, this is the only thing here. So I'm actually gonna go to this here, and I'm gonna add in just more. I'm just gonna add in patches of different just... I kind of like the shape too, because you can kind of make it a bit different. Of course, you don't have to necessarily keep moss and stuff, you know, down in the mountains there, but you can definitely, I don't like, this is kind of looking a bit off too. So I actually think that I might need to smooth this out even more. Yeah, that's looking a little bit better. Okay, so we kind of have you know, a good foundation going for the terrain. I think it's looking a lot more better. So now I kind of want to get into adding trees and whatnot. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to go to my asset store, and there's a few assets that I'm going to download, and I'll try to remember to put links for these in the description. But there's this Dream Forest tree asset that has a few assets for trees that are going to look really good, I think, for this area. And there's also a few grass textures. So I'm going to start out with this. I'm going to add this to my assets. I'm going to open in Unity. This is going to open up in my assets in the project. Hopefully. What is this called again? Dream Forest. I'm not seeing it yet. I don't know where it is at. Open Unity. There we go. So I'm going to download this, and I'm going to try to work with this first. If I don't like the grass texture, I'm going to go with another grass texture pack that I plan to download. But this actually does come with a few assets. So it comes with 4 trees, pine-based, 2 simple brushes, 2 grass textures, 4 ground textures, and you know, a bunch of different stuff. So we're gonna try to go with that and see what we can come up with. And then now we want to import after we download it, and we'll import everything, and hopefully this will kind of give us a good foundation to work from when making trees and whatnot. Okay. So now we have this this package in the in here. So what we want to do now is I want to go down to the paint trees here, and I'm going to go to edit trees, and I'm going to add a tree. Now there's different trees that we can use. Hopefully I'm able to find where I can find these trees. Materials, terrain, auto update, script, terrain data, textures, tree models. So there should be some tree models that we can use. Redwood. Yeah, here we go. So I have these different trees, and we can add them. So I'm going to add in a few of these. I'm going to add in all of these redwoods. And add. Edit trees. I'm going to add a tree. I just want to have as many trees as possible. Because the more trees, the more variety of trees you have, the more kind of interesting your environments are going to end up looking. So I have the 4 trees right here that we're going to add. Before I do this though, I do want to add. I want to go back and I want to paint some rock and stuff on this, just so it looks a little bit more kind of nicer and more complete. Again, we can kind of blend in some things on here. Go into the scree or whatever, add in some of that. But yeah, just wanted to kind of add in some of that. Again, probably add in some moss in this area. Oh, that's probably a... Oh, god dang it. I think that's a bit much. I'm gonna kind of... Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, and the goal is to just blend everything together and make things look good. And then I didn't actually do it, but I'm gonna add snow to kind of the tops of these mountains. I might actually add a lot of snow to kind of the environment here, because this might be something that looks a little bit more better. Oh yeah, that looks actually much better. I'm gonna go all the way back, and I'm gonna use this brush instead for snow, because that's gonna look a little bit more better, I think, in my opinion. I actually might make this a bit bigger, but add a little bit of snow there. Just add in some snow. Just try to make it look, you know, as good as possible. And of course, we want to have some areas where there's a lot more snow on the top, but maybe have it just blend in a little bit so it doesn't look so odd. May have some snow up here. We might want to, you know, add in kind of some areas here. Maybe in the camp area, there's a good amount of snow. It is a bit rocky here, and I want to add in a good amount of dirt, actually, and maybe some of this scree as well. Maybe just make this a bit more... There we go. So yeah, I think what we could do too is some of these areas are a bit white, so we can actually add in some rock layer on top of this and really kind of add a little bit more detail in this area. I think that was a bit much. Like, we just want to make things blend in together and make things look a little bit more natural. And I think this is a good way of doing that. Not to say that the top of your mountains would have like a very thin, thick kind of coat of snow on it, but I think you definitely want to still have kind of that illusion that there's different rocks and whatnot that are jetting out of the environment that you're making. So I think that's kind of some nice mountains that we have going there. So now let's go back to the trees, because I kind of started messing with the trees and whatnot. So right now we don't have any trees here, so we're gonna want to try to make some. What you can do is, if you want to have a very wooded area, there is this tool called mass place trees, and you can go through and place as many trees, but I don't want to do that because we do have a lot of mountainous areas, and I don't necessarily want to put a lot of trees in those mountainous areas. So it's probably going to be really easier. It's probably going to be easier to just kind of size this and then have a good lower tree density right here. And then we want to have a random height just so it looks a bit different. But actually I don't know if those are some large trees though. Hold on, let me look at this. Those are really large trees. Those are actually really huge. I want to edit these. Is there a way to like size these down? Cuz I'm just like, those are huge. Lock width to height. Those are huge trees. There has to be tree distance. That's really just kind of like, ugh. There has to be somehow I can like really make sure these trees are not that tall. Height. There we go. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to go with this. So we're gonna just kind of start painting the area with different trees, and we're gonna start out with one type of tree, and we're gonna just kind of go from there. And this is kind of a nice way of adding a bunch of different types of trees. I don't want to put any on this road, so we'll go back, and if there's any trees on this road, we'll get rid of them. That's for sure. And we might add in some trees here. Whoa. I wanna really up the tree density though, and see. Okay, so that's a lot of trees. I don't know. I just want to make sure that there's enough trees being put in all sections of the map. So we'll kind of. So we have that tree, so now we're gonna add in, some more trees. We just want things to look different enough to where, you know, they look kind of interesting and whatnot. So we're gonna add in a lot of different types of trees, make sure that, you know, there's a good amount of variety in the environment. These are probably going to be your bigger trees right here, so do want to make sure that these are good. Oh, we forgot to even put in trees over here. So we'll try to do that. So now we want to put in our fourth type of tree in here and make sure that it's looking good. So I think we have a kind of a good forest area going here. You might even add in some other stuff. So we have like a few bushes here. And I don't know if this is necessarily something that you'd use with the tree system, but I think that would not be a bad idea. So what I might do is just might paint in a few bushes. Hold on, I wanna take a look at this and see what okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna add in a good amount of bushes and whatnot. And this is kind of what the terrain tool is all about, is just adding, just painting, just doing a bunch of cool stuff with the environment. Again, you might want to add in some trees here, so let's add in what we can. That doesn't seem like there's a lot that we can do here. It's not... But maybe it's just kind of more of an open area there. Whoa. There's a good amount of bushes there that we can use. So we just want to make this look as diverse as possible. Just really want to make this really stand out. It's so weird though, because in the editor the trees are kind of like moving. So I'm not entirely sure what that's all about, but okay. So I'm just trying to add in as much different bushes and whatnot. I might even add in, I might even add some bushes here. Probably not a lot though, but just add in, you know, a few bushes going up here. Again, add in kind of a different variety. The one thing that I do want to kind of try to do is get rid of some of these bushes here. So what you could do is you can hold down Control. You can actually, you know, delete bushes. But you can add in different kinds. Let's actually add some trees too, if we can. See, that tree's in the way, so I don't know if I'll be able to. Like, of course, you can add in those are pretty big though. So we can size these down a bit more and then add in. So yeah, if you change the tree density up and then the brush size down, you'll be able to have a little bit more finer control over the amount of trees that are in a given area. So feel free to, you know, go through and add that. And this package doesn't have this, but I mean, you could actually probably add in a tree that has like snow on top of it. You know, that would also be very good to use. So, but yeah, we kind of have a good path going. So now I'm going to try to add in some grass. So thought I knew how to paint grass, but yeah, add grass texture. So I'm going to add in some grass, and right here we have tree models, texture, and we have texture for grass. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through and I'm going to add, I'm going to look for a grass texture. So I'm just going to type in that, and then I'm going to go into grass 4. I'm going to add that. I'm gonna add in another grass texture. I'll do 1. Edit. Grass. Put 3. Add grass texture. So I have, which one's 4, 1, and 3. So I need 2. So got that. So right here, I can actually start painting grass. And you can see that there's a lot of it. So what we could do is start really building out areas like that. So I'm going to start kind of over here. I'm going to go up a bit. And then I'm going to start with that. So I'm just going to kind of paint some areas here. Just try to add in some different types of grass. Whoa. I don't know what that error is, but I'm going to try to avoid it as much as possible. I'm going to try to add in as many areas as I can with different just types of grass, make it look just different. So what we want to kind of start thinking about is like, where are we going to put this village? And we want to kind of clear out a way, an area for the trees. So we have all these trees, so let's try to pick an area for this Viking village that we want to do. And maybe we want to have it like right here. So we're going to just try to get rid of a lot of the trees in this area. Not to say we can't keep some trees, but we can always go back and kind of fine tune this area and make it a little bit more kind of you know, place trees and stuff and whatnot. So and I'm gonna go back and just kind of get rid of some of the grass that we've put on here, just so we can kind of start from scratch as far as all of that goes. But again, we might go back and you know, might go back and add some of this grass back. So yeah, we kind of have a nice little area that we can use for the town, the Vikings village that we're wanting to create. So I'm just kind of cleaning up some stuff here. I'm gonna go back in here and just get rid of some stuff. So I'm gonna go back in here and I'm going to play this. I just want to take a good look at the environment, see how everything looks. As you can see, grass is very, very tall. Again, I want to probably go back and fix a lot of this because I don't really want the grass to be this tall. Might be good for some areas that might have some taller taller stuff, but yeah, I definitely don't want the grass to be that tall. And another thing that I'm not a huge fan of is it seems like there's a certain kind of distance where the grass doesn't, you know, appear, and then like you can see it kind of rises up. So I'm going to try to figure out how I can, you know, get rid of that effect, because I want to make sure that I can see what everything looks like out in front of me. So I think next video I'm going to try to kind of play around with the terrain settings and whatnot. But with that in mind, actually, yeah, let me go back and just see if there's a way. Because right here we had tree height, but I don't see anything about edit. Okay. So right here we probably would want to minimum height, we'd probably want to have that at like 0.2 and the max height 0.5. So I'm going to apply that and just see what that might do. I'm going to edit. I'm going to put this to 0.2 and point this to 0.5, apply, and then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to edit 0.2 and then 0.5. And then I'm going to play again and see if that fixes it. Oh yeah, that is much better. I'm a fan of that, though it looks kind of weird, so I might play around with it more. It looks a bit kind of stretched, so yeah, I feel like I want to fix that, especially like now. I don't like how that looks. So let's go to edit again. Let's go to 0.2 and 0.5. There we go. So if we hit apply. So yeah, you really have to watch the height and the width of all these and make sure that, you know, they're not too big, that they're, you know, just the right size. But 0.2, 0.5, I'm thinking is a good size for grass. And see, like, I think that looks much, much better, much more cleaner. So right now, I think the next step that I want to do is I want to start building out kind of the town proper. But before I do that, I do want to get rid of some of these trees. So I'm going to go into here. I'm just gonna get rid of. Whoa. Nope, it's not that one. So, kind of what we need is we need to kind of have a good idea of what a Viking village, how one was set up. So I'm going to go in here and just look up pictures of Viking villages. And, you know, I think right now I'll try to lay it out sort of how I would any town, but it's always good to have some sort of artwork or some sort of reference for stuff. And one thing that we're kind of missing that I will add later is there needs to really be a water source. Vikings were really known for, you know, access to water and whatnot. So I'm thinking what I might actually do is I might completely get rid of all this stuff over here. As far as, you know, all the trees go and all the bushes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here. I'm going to raise and lower the terrain, and I'm just going to I don't want it that. I'm gonna have a low strength, but a high brush size. I just want to make like a water area. And what we'll do, I think there's a way you can like add water to this area. And I'll kind of look up that and see how we do that next video, but I definitely want to have like maybe a water area here. I don't know if I want to have it that kind of out. I don't know. Or I might have just a small little water area here. And then I can also show you how to like I can also show you how to add on to the tiles here. So I could do that next episode. But I want to kind of start planning out the outline of a village. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to Pro Builder. And I want to just build out some walls. I feel like a Viking village would want to have some walls around. So I'm just gonna go to new shape here. I'm gonna create a cube, and I'm gonna make a 5 by 4 by 1. Actually, I don't know. 50? No. Let's do 25 by 15 by 3. Let's just take a look at this and see if this is a worthy wall. Maybe 2? So yeah, I'm just gonna build that, and I'm gonna exit out, and I'm going to go and place this somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale this way down. And what I'll probably do is I'll probably kind of scale this to how big my player is. So this wall is probably not going to be actually that big. So I'm going to probably... That actually might be a good size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just move this around, and this is kind of the front entrance of the Viking village. So I'm just gonna probably add. I'll move this down. So I'm just gonna add in areas where this would probably go. Again, you can extrude these faces. And I'm gonna just kind of move these around, because I want to make like the main defenses of this Viking town. Make it seem a little bit more kind of believable. So I'm gonna extrude this again. Have it go up there. Gonna extrude. And this is kind of just what you want to do. I'm just more following the topography. And it might not look like super correct, but you can kind of just get a feeling of the layout for this village. So maybe we want to, well, maybe we want to have like maybe a watchtower here or something. So what we could actually do is we could just extrude another kind of face here and rotate this. Maybe we want to just raise this up a bit. So we kind of have a good wall going here. And maybe we want to have a watchtower. So what we could do is add a new shape. We can make this 15, well, 5 by 5 by 5, maybe by 15 or 10. Yeah, maybe. Let's do 13. Yeah, that's good. So we'll make another shape. Whoa. We'll go into the object mode again, and we'll kind of place it. So maybe they have like a watchtower. Worked really well, I tell ya. So maybe they So kind of what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to add just trying to maybe add in something where I can add in loop cuts though, but I'm gonna extrude these, make these kind of go out a bit. Trying to line them up, it might look a bit weird, but I think that's fine. They're kind of weird slanted as well. You might want to just yeah, I don't know, do something like that maybe. And then set. Yeah, maybe it's just a watchtower, and we can also probably add in something there. But yeah, I think this is a good kind of point where we could stop the video. I really like how this is looking. And yeah, I think with the next video we'll continue to work on this, add some water here, start really blocking out kind of what this town could actually look like, and kind of add in some areas where the player will want to explore. And then we'll also probably start kind of adding to this camp area. Just see, you know, what we can do. But yeah, I think this is looking really great, and you know, might go back and touch up a few of these areas. Maybe even put in some more areas that you could discover. Maybe we want to add in some ruins, or you know, give the player different things to do in this world. But yeah, I think this is a really good stopping point. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here, and hopefully you guys will be able to, you know, be able to see where this ends up looking like in a long while. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe for more content updates, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.